What's up, guys? This is Basco Show, the average player. This is the same video that I did yesterday. I'm so sorry, guys. The volume wasn't loud enough. I realized that my new program that I'm using have the microphone at 70%, and that's why you couldn't hear my voice properly. It sounds alright when I was using my gaming micro headphones, but then someone told me, so I went to check and I play on like in my car, and yeah, unless I put the volume full blast, I couldn't hear my voice properly. So I'm so sorry for that. I decided to make a new video because I also forgot to mention some stuff in the video that I made yesterday. So let's get right into it. We are gonna start with the preset, guys. So I made this chart to make it easier to understand what's going on, because it might be too confusing when I have to keep like going up and down, change the presets. You can't see them all at once. So I decided to do that. I literally like have to like cut them, all of them, and then paste them on this sheet. As you can see, so we have basically this is all like round one, round two, and round three. So we're gonna have Rahmatab opening with this skill. The A2 is the AoE attack. You're gonna use just open for the first turn, and then you're gonna keep using it on the first second round, and then when you get to the boss, you block the A2. You only want to use A1, and you only want to use this one at the begin. Okay, you have to use these things, this skill, sorry, at the begin, and that's it. Okay, you can actually block it if you want to, but yeah, just let it run. It doesn't really matter. And then you basically gonna open up with the A2 from Stagnite, and then you want to block it because you want to make sure you have this from the get-go on round 2. And then on round 2, don't do anything. He's smart enough to understand that if the champions, the enemy champions, have decreased attack and decreased defense, he's not gonna use this skill. He's gonna use the A1, and then at the boss you can open with the skill, just wait on the shield, and then it's gonna do the A1 for 2 turn, just to make sure that you place the decrease speed, the bigger version. And then with Renegade, you wanna block everything in the first round. You're gonna go and open up just with this one, the reset skill, because those champions are faster than her. She's pretty much she's only faster than Nat. So you wanna basically let them use their skill, and then you use this to reset their skill so they can go again, and then you block her. And it doesn't matter if you don't get to the boss with this skill ready, because you're gonna use this skill on the third turn, because you're gonna open with this skill, and then you're gonna place the degree speed on the second turn, and then you're gonna use this on the third turn. So you have 5 turn cooldown. If you get to the boss and he has a 3 turn cooldown still, it's fine. And then we have Lonatoril. He's gonna open up with this skill, the AoE shield, and then you block it. And then you wanna make sure that you have this skill ready for the second turn. And you can run this as many times you want. If everything goes well, you should kill the first wave in 30 seconds. So you're just gonna use this skill once and this skill, and that's it. And then you block the ally attack. You have to make sure the ally attack is ready at the boss. So you block it, and you can let this skill run as many times you want. But if you need the shield at the boss, you have to block it. So it depends from your builds how much like survivability you have. So if you don't care about the skill at the boss, you don't need the shield because your champions are tanky enough. Just let it run. His AoE attack is gonna hit everybody, so you're gonna make your web cleaning faster. But if you need it like I do, just block it so you can open up with the shield at the boss, and then you have to use this. Just put prioritize here 1, so you can use this skill like as soon as you have it available, because you need to use this skill 2-3 times in a run, just to make sure that not follow up with the ally attack and place the freeze on the one. And then with not, you're gonna open up with A2, and then you're gonna block it, because you wanna make sure he has this skill ready for the second wave. You can let it use the A3 as many times you want on the round one, is fine. And then here you wanna, like I said, open up with A2, block it, because you need this skill at the post. That's the most important skill for the counter. And then you block this one because you need it in the second turn. And then yeah, open up with the 2, and then just let her go like that. Who knows, if the boss is about to get a turn and his AI is smart enough, he might use the 1 instead of this one. So otherwise he's gonna just go for this every time it's available. Now the speed range of this champion, I'm gonna also show you the build at the end. My build, my speeds are high compared to what you need, because the boss is at 155 speed, so you probably need 260 to 280 to just to make sure that you go, like, you can go like straight after, like, you know, you're not gonna let the boss catch up on you. um the speeds that I'm using is for the stage 10. They are basically he goes at 250 speed, but for this stage I'm pretty sure the boss has 155 speed. So yeah, 260 280 should be a good range. And also you can have on top of this the area bonuses speed. Okay, resistance, and I'm gonna also talk about it at the end. You need 240 base. Rathmatap has the aura of 60, so you can get to 300, and then with the increased resistance buff you get to 450 resistance. That's enough for stage 10, so you might be alright even if you do 400 resistance, you know, just to be safe, just do 450. And I haven't included the other bonuses here, so if you have the other bonuses up to 40, you need only 200. Okay, even less for stage 6, maybe 180 is fine. And then survivability, you need basically 50,000 HP minimum on everybody, minimum, and you need 2,500 defense. And you want also to have one champion shield set, or you have to use his A2 when you get to the boss. So he put the shield, and he's gonna make sure that your champion don't get one shot if they receive a critical hit. Okay guys, this is it. I really like this format. I'm probably gonna do more often just to make it clean. You can take a screenshot of it right now so you can have it with you when you do the preset. And let's go and jump into the run. So let's start the run, and I'm gonna talk you to the substitutes that you can use. So I showed you in the video of yesterday that you can use cold dart, and you can remove stagnite. With cold dart you're gonna be faster at the boss, but you're gonna be slower at the waves. So overall you're gonna have pretty much the same time, but stagnite, the thing with stagnite is faster because you get to the boss in a minute and a half, and with cold dart it's gonna be like over 2 minutes. So you can use it, or you can use any champion that can do like triple or quadruple hits on the A1. Someone like Foley can work, someone like Tom Lord. It's gonna be really good because you can place decreased speed, and you can place also decreased defense, poison on the waves, decreased attack as well. You can use Genzin, is a really strong champion for this. You can place AoE decreased defense, triple hit on his A1. So you can use like a variety of champions, especially when you're using a rare. You know that there is a better version of the skill set as a legendary. Okay, so like I said, Tom Lord is the better version of Stagnite. So when it comes to the Aralact champion, you can use Longbeard. Obviously you can use Cardial if you have him, but you have to make sure that your champion takes the whole team with you, okay? Because Nat has to go. If Nat doesn't go, you might be in trouble. And then for Rav Matab, there isn't many options for Rav Matab. You can probably like use Oella. Oella was another fusion. I think they are the only two champions that can place increased resistance. So if you use Oella, you basically have to remove Stagnite and put a champion like Skull Crush or like Valkyrie or like Martyr to have counter attack on all your champions. Or you can probably maybe you can use Oella and maybe you can use a champion that does just reflect damage. Okay, I'm gonna show you a couple options at the end of this at these couple runs that I'm gonna do. And Renegade, she's there for the decrease speed. You can probably use Yumeko if you ever, because she has a triple hit, but with Kaimar, no, actually, you can do also with Kaimar. Yeah, with Kaimar and Yumeko, it's probably easier because they reset their skill like straight away. You don't have to cycle back an extra turn. So yeah, guys, this is the team. Like I say, it's pretty safe, and I'm running it like with too much speed. You can lower my speeds. You can get all your champions between 260 to 280, even 275, and then you add the area bonuses speeds on top of that. So have your fastest champion, let's just say at 275, and have your slowest champions around 260. And then another thing that I forgot to mention yesterday is that when you get to the boss, you need to make sure that your shield is not too big, because if the Fire Knight smack you and doesn't go through the shield because you have like two champion shield set or something like that, if the Fire Knight doesn't touch your HP, the reflect damage is not gonna trigger. So yesterday when I was watching the video again that I showed you guys, I did realize that in one of the run, my Rafa Matab and my Nut didn't have their shield removed because they have like good defense. So the boss didn't go through, and I realized that only um, the shield go only reduced by 3 hit instead of 5. So that's another thing you have to pay attention. Obviously, you don't want to make your champion too squishy, otherwise they're gonna die. So you have to make sure that the, let's just say the Fahrenheit deals like 40,000. So you have a shield of 35,000, and you know that the Fahrenheit's gonna hit you for 5,000. So your champion is still gonna be at good health, but yeah, he has to touch your HP. And like I said, I'm gonna pause right here when the Fahrenheit is gonna go. Okay, so here, see my shield, and look what happened now that the boss attack. See, I didn't proc this one, so now it should be at 10, but it's only at 11 because he has like almost 6,000 defense, and I'm using on his first turn he uses the shield. Okay, so if you want, don't use the shield, but you have to make sure the renegade has enough HP, because if he doesn't put the shield and he does a critical hit or renegade must probably is gonna die. So you have to make sure that all your champion have pretty much the same defense. So even if they get a critical hit, they're not gonna die. Okay, so that's another thing you have to pay attention. But even if you miss one, you're still gonna be able to open the shield, and then you're gonna place your debuff, and then you're gonna go through the freezes of Nut and everything. So yeah, that's another thing I forgot to mention. And obviously we're not gonna have it faster, but let's see how many turns. Usually it was around 77 to 85 turn. Let's see if we can always be in the same bracket. And then probably in the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna work for a stage 10 team with the same setup. I just need to probably increase the speed. But you guys start with this. So we're gonna have a tournament, a Far Night tournament starting on Thursday. So if you get your champions ready, start farming stage 6, get used to it, try to find your tuning, try to find like your defense, your HP at the right amount, and then we go from there. Okay, let's sell this one. Now let's go to the champions. I'm gonna show you the build again as well while we're here. So I'm using like critical gloves, and then I'm just trying to reach the speed that I need. Like I said, this speed is for stage 10 and it's not even enough. You can drop this by 10 easily. The boss is 155 speed, I believe, on stage 6. And then we have Rahmatab is in shield set. That's his stats. I didn't want to go too crazy with the HP because I didn't want to make the shield too big. And then we have Nut. That's his stats. It's built well because I'm using like the part of the game. And then we have Stage Knight, just accuracy set, reception set, perception, sorry, because I'm using in the Shogun, but I change his banner with a resistance banner because I was explaining this in the video yesterday. All these champions with my setup, they need to have 200 resistance. Okay, so like I say, here I go already to 230 plus the Far Night bonus, I get to 207. That's already too much. I need to have 200 plus this, I go to 240 plus Rahmatab Aura, I will go to sorry, the aura is here, I will go to 60, so 300, and then with this skill I will go to 450, and 450 the resistance that you need to resist stage 10. Okay, so have them all at 200 base, and if you have the area bonus that is at 40, you should be fine. If you don't have the other bonuses, just get them to 240. Okay, it's not hard to get them to 40 because you got the base resistance, you got a bit of artifact, and then you got the classic arena bonuses. So that's already like it's already what 200 like that. And then I got the fashion gardens, but maybe you're not gonna have that. So it's not crazy impossible, guys, to get to 200 240, but you need that because this strategy works around increased resistance to resist the debuff of the boss. You can't have all your champion with decreased speed. You might fail. You might be too slow. So I'm not using block debuff. I'm using increased resistance. If you don't want to use increased resistance, you have to have all your team with 450 resistance for stage 10. Probably you need to have 400 for stage 6. So I don't know if you want to do that because 400 resistance is quite a lot, especially if you have to also have the accuracy on some of these champions like stage 9, like Renegade, for the decreased speed. Now let's talk about like substitutes. I'm gonna show you when it comes to buff. I'm gonna show you reflect damage. See, these are only the champion that I have with reflect damage, and only those one here. We have him that places on all your team. That's the one. But he's also he's only 3 token down, so actually you don't need it. That what this skill does, place decrease attack, the small version. It's not really helpful overall. He might be good because he's gonna also protect your team, but probably you don't have to run a shield set at all with him because otherwise the Fana will do just a little damage on your allies and you're not gonna proc the reflect damage. So you might try with him and then you have to use Oella or a champion that plays uh, block debuff. So you can run him and Python, or you can run him or Oella, or you can have any champion that can place block debuff. Okay, you can even run, like, if you have a like Sifi, like any champion they can place, but has to be obviously fast at 200, 80, 290, stuff like that. For me, the best option is Raf Matab. You can also use I'll show you real quickly these champions here. Oh my god, all this stuff. What's that? If you have in this orc, um, yeah, this one actually it might be really really good because he plays this one all your allies, and then he plays a counter on himself, and then he attack 2 times. He might be really really good, guys. And also for the waves, you can control the waves as well, so he might be really good. You're obviously gonna be a bit slow at the boss, because you're not gonna have stagnite, you're not gonna have like decreased defense, but you might do that in 3 minutes and a half, hopefully. So just if you want to know what are the champion have reflect damage, just go on the Hair Ladies website and search by the buff, and yeah, go from there. So this is it for today, guys. Let me know if you have questions. I'm so sorry about the video from yesterday, and let me know how you go. I'm gonna try and help you. I'm trying to reply everybody that send me messenger on YouTube, so feel free to leave a comment. I'm not gonna like ignore you. It might take me like some time. I might do it the next day because I got work later on, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try my best to always reply to people. If you take your time to write a comment, I have to take my time to reply to you. So just wait, like might be the next day, 24 hours, but I'm gonna do it, guys. Okay, so all the best, guy, for this comp if you're gonna try it, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.